2012, when people actually thought the world is gonna end.
According to an ancient Mayan prophecy, the world will end in late 2012.
Now listen, I don't want to ruin your New Year's Day, but there may not be, friends, there may not be a New Year's Day 2013. May not happen.
Well, it actually happens in this game, but instead of natural disaster, it's full-blown alien invasion. Universe at War, sci-fi RTS made by Petroglyph Games in 2007. Same studio that made Star Wars Empire at War. From entertaining story to rememberable characters, from unique units to banger soundtrack, it's all there. So in this video, we're gonna dive straight into it. It's year 2012. Faction containing multiple alien races called Hierarchy invades the Earth. Small forces left at DC trying to defend what's left.
Incoming! Take cover!
Just before certain defeat, friendly Novus faction show up to save the day.
What the hell does it take to kill these things? Oh, hell. This is too much. Squad, head for the hills and hunker down. We got more incoming here. I'm bugging out until things start making sense. Meet me.
Wait! Don't leave. We're here to help you.
All units initiate ground cover fire. Tune to my frequency. Vertigo, you're with me. Command and control must be established. Mirabel, I'm leaving you in charge of this operation. Focus on that walker.
Sir, the sentients on this planet are still alive.
Not if we don't act swiftly. Go, engage the enemy, Mirabel.
And meanwhile, Hierarchy during invasion of Egypt, activating pyramids that wakes ancient faction called Mazari.
This one did, and it's no myth.
We're reading a massive power surge.
Fire! Set everything we have at them!
All factions unite to defeat Hierarchy and their doomsday weapon called Purifier. There is single resource and unit cap. All factions have different resource gathering methods. Novus sending automated drones that deteriorate objects. Hierarchy has 3-legged bots, which you can manually control. It can also deteriorate objects and livestock, and also can attack enemy units. Mazari have the laziest one. It's like a nuclear power plant. You build on it and it generates resource in time. You can even boost it with additional architectures. These are the builder units. Each faction feels unique. We start the game with human faction. They're like tutorial faction that are available for first 2 missions. There's a player mod that makes them playable as main, but I'm not gonna talk about it in this video. Human gameplay is really basic. You're playing with regular military units, tanks, helicopters, infantry. Basically, you're learning the basics. And also you're learning the strength of enemy units. Then the game switches you to Novus. They have theme of AI, automation, drones, robots. Every faction have their own heroes that you can control in battle. Novus have this Megas Gundam Armored Core looking lady and her Sentient mecha suit called Victor. I like the design of it. She's fast but lacks attack variety. Your basic attack is just rapid firing with plasma rifle. Would have been cool if she had a sword or any other kind of melee attack. Other heroes of this faction, Creator, which kind of feels like his main villain with his monotone voice. Dude is creepy. He dies. Third hero is basically plain from Chorus game. He's boring. This faction has one unique thing where you can teleport your units by placing poles around the map. If you cover the map in these, you can quickly teleport your units anywhere, which can give huge advantage against other factions. After Novus, we're actually switching to bad guys. The Hierarchy. This faction is most enjoyable one. It contains multiple alien races and colossal Volkers. Volkers just too fun to play with. Oh, and sounds they make. There's 3 types of Volkers. You can upgrade them by mounting parts on them, which is a fantastic mechanic I wanted to see in Iron Harvest as well. You're selecting a body part of the Volker and you can stick there whatever you want. Unit teleporter, different type of weapons, armor, mind control device, radar, repair station, you name it. There's basic Volker, also Volker with the horns. It has more health and more upgrade slots. There's also a third Volker, but it's kind of weird and doesn't have personality like other 2. But on battlefield, it can cause some serious damage. It has special abilities like mind control and frontal radioactive blast. Unlike other factions, Hierarchy have normal unit cap and additionally Volker cap of 3 Volkers. Yep, you can just spam 100 of these, which would have been cool by the way. Volkers also can be used as mobile building, where you can summon different type of units. Other units of this faction, they're just fine I guess, but they're staying under shadow of Volkers. Interesting one is Tripod. It has bioweapon that can turn civilians into zombies. And game allows you to control zombies as well, although their HP melts in time. And also zombies can infect other civilians, turning them as well. There's also Kaiju looking brute. It's tanky and it can jump over obstacles. There's 3 heroes in this faction. You can control only one of them through single player story. Orlok, the Immortal, voiced by talented voice actor Fred Tatasciore, the voice of Megatron from Transformers Fall of Cybertron and War for Cybertron.
One shall stand. One shall fall.
He's also voice acting Commander Moore in this game.
Oh, hell. All right, men, we've got a job to do, so let's get to it. Move out!
His voice acting career really took off after this one. Orlok is the anti-hero. He's kinda like that guy who tried to assassinate Hitler with a bombed suitcase but failed. Same thing happened to Orlok, though it was uncertain what would have happened if he took over control of Hierarchy. Still, it was a badass move to stand against tyrannical faction leader Kamal Rex, which is the main villain in this game, supported by treacherous Nufai.
Commander Orlok, we are in readiness for your orders.
Tell me, Nufai, your world was once destroyed by our armies. What did it mean to you?
Much opportunity, sir.
Those are the words of a traitor.
But I still live to speak them. The others of my kin do not.
Then I'm sure you have their admiration. Come, we have our orders. I'll keep Novus engaged while you ready the purifier. Work quickly. We have masters to impress.
I don't know if this is a coincidence or not, but Nufai and Orlok have similar relationship as Starscream and Megatron.
How do you feel, mighty Megatron?
me.
Your wish is my command.
Nufi, you treacherous worm.
I saw much opportunity, sir. Now, Nufi is commander. As soon as the old one is dead.
And then there is this last faction that came out accidentally by activating pyramids. Mazari has theme of Wakanda. They're basically asshole gods, calling everyone, including humans, peasants.
I met a new hero who inspired me. General Peasant of the humans.
For the last time, the name's Moore.
We shaped you, guided you, and have hopes of a momentous future for your race.
Well, the only future I see is a very dark one, unless we kick these boogeymen off our planet.
The peasant speaks the truth.
As gameplay, they're similar to Novus and less interesting than Hierarchy. But their uniqueness is they can switch between dark mode and light mode. Both modes have different buffs and you can always change between them. I mostly stayed in dark mode because it generates additional shield to units, and if ability is upgraded, even structures. Unit wise, they're just Wakanda but white. Air units, tanks, infantry. When playing this faction, game unlocks additional feature where you have Google Earth view where you can upgrade your territories and attack enemy ones. Heroes of this faction, not that interesting. Not even gonna talk about them. One thing I'm gonna talk about is, remember how I said they have nuclear reactors? Well, you better build them further from your structures and units, because they can actually explode and they have large blast radius. Can't believe I forgot this mechanic. And in my first gameplay with Mazari, I built multiple of them side by side. Then one brute came and caused Chernobyl nuclear explosion that wiped almost everything around it. Felt like Japan 1945. Music in this game is acceptable, but there is few out there that composer just nailed it. Composed by Frank Klepatsky, same guy that worked in Command & Conquer series. Each faction have their own theme. Novus have futuristic techno, Mazari have orchestral, and Hierarchy have metal. In Mazari I also heard a medieval 2 main theme. I don't know how that's sticking there. Naughty naughty. My favorite track is from Hierarchy faction called Damage King. God damn, it's so good. I had to play it myself, which I will in a moment. Unfortunately, we never got the sequel for this game. Apparently, developers plan to release expansion pack. And I looked at the concept arts of it, oh boy, they were about to release just what I wanted. Examples are Orlok 2.0. Apparently developers plan to resurrect him, and you can see he got a new armor, probably from Novus faction. Maybe he switched to the good guys after the betrayal. That looks fantastic, it's like transforming into the bowl, and I would have said it would have been great to see him again. But unfortunately, sequel, neither expansion ever happened. There's also Victor version 2, which received a weapon that I just asked for. You can see double blade at the side of his arm. Looks absolutely fantastic. And also you can see some additional ships, buildings, and units. You can see multiple Volker designs. Each design looks perfect. Would have been a great expansion or sequel. I'm guessing what would have happened after this game. Well, since this game called Earth Assault, after this, maybe all factions would have invaded home planet of the Hierarchy. If we got the expansion or sequel, that would have justified the weak ending of this game. And actually, that was it. I highly recommend this game, although it had a really weak ending. Single player was still quite enjoyable. That's it for today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I'll see you in the next one. Let the rock off begin.